Great. So welcome officially to the Online Academy session, day 1 of the second edition of Tech to Water Tech program. We are very happy to see you here. This means that you are among the top quality companies in the water sector, and of course, our best coaches. We are very delighted to have you joined in this session because we believe that your experience, technologies will be very useful for the presenting companies. My name is Ina Dimova, and I'm happy to be the moderator and the leading project manager for the program. Here are some housekeeping rules which will help us to have a pleasant and smoother meeting for all of us. Please be aware that the recording is already in progress. The sessions in the breakout rooms will be also recorded, but if somebody of you doesn't want to be recorded, please inform my colleagues in the breakout rooms and they will pause the recording while you are speaking. But I believe that these recordings will be very useful. They will be shared only with you, the presenting companies and the coaches, so you will be able to come back to them and check your presentations and the feedbacks you have received. Please rename yourself with your own name and the company you are representing. It will be very easier for us to recognize you. If it's possible, turn on your camera during the whole call. Turn off your microphone unless you are invited to speak. I would like to ask you to use the chat functionality actively, especially during the breakout rooms, where the coaches will be invited to write their recommendations, feedback, notes regarding the presenting companies in the chat, so my colleagues will know who to invite firstly. And here are some useful key combinations. And here is the agenda of the call today. We have already started with welcome and opening. Then we will continue with the presentation. What is key for an investor's presentation? It will be given by our director Nordics, Dorte Viene. Then I will explain the format of the session. And we will split in 3 parallel breakout rooms. You should have already seen the distribution on the website, the email you have received. After these breakout rooms where you will be invited to present your presentations in front of the coaches, I will ask you to go back to the main room where I will be waiting for you for some closing remarks, and I will ask you to fill a very short feedback survey. In total, the whole meeting should be 120 minutes long. Here is the list of our great partners. Thanks to their support, the second edition of Tech to Water Tech program will take place. Special thanks to each of them for their kind support. And here is the presentation for which I will invite Dorte Viene to give the most important tips how to improve your presentations.
Thank you, Ina.
Welcome.
And welcome everybody. So good to see so many of the companies have joined the Academy. Actually, we can always see on the day who has been at the Academy. It is always better presentations. And thank you also to all the coaches. I know that you're taking time out of a busy schedule to give your valuable feedback to the companies. And of course, in that way, also contributing to a fantastic day on the 22nd of May in Aarhus. So very quickly, I'll run through because, of course, the day is going to be filled with so many pitches. And it's nice to sort of have an alignment and a format, I think, so that it's easier to get through and also for you as well. So the next slide, Ina. And I think it's always important to keep in mind that as important as what you say is how you say it. I think that We all expect, investors in particular, that you are confident in what you're saying, that you have a certain amount of passion about what you're doing. So of course, practice your pitch. Don't search for the words, time it. That really gives the best impression. Next slide. The challenge with a pitch in general is that you, of course, have a document that has has all the strategic goals for the company, all the research you've done, all the big decisions you've made on behalf of the company, where you see it going. So what are the important elements you need to include in a pitch where you have way too short time? I think everyone feels. What are the key elements that that should be there? Even more difficult is the 1-minute elevator pitch, of course. But again, an investor pitch and an elevator pitch is to create interest. You can't answer all the questions, and actually the most important thing is that questions show an interest from an audience. Next page. I think what's important both in the elevator pitch, but also in the investor pitch, is that you very early on tell the audience what is the problem you're solving. And thereby, what is the opportunity you've seen in the market, and how are you solving it in a better way? And next is, of course, who is your customer? Who are you solving this problem for? And what value are you creating for your customer with your solution? And a good way of always illustrating that so people understand is to give a customer case, a customer story. How is the customer solving this problem today? And how will they solve it in a better way with your solution? And of course, always remember on your last slide to let people know who you are, the name of your company, and what are you looking for. Next slide. This is a checklist. It's not what the order of the slides, or I think it's just important to go through once you've done your pitch to make sure you cover all of these things. Maybe not very detailed, but that is what investors are looking for. So use it as a checklist when you've done your pitch, and make sure that you have all of these things included in your pitch. The next slide. So again, what information is important to have included in the pitch? And again, those are the elements that I just showed you on the list before. Just touch upon it, not in detail. Be careful that you don't spend the 6 minutes on the product and 1 minute on the commercial side of things of the business. So let's be evenly distributed. Remember that investors are looking for what kind of a company they are going to invest in, and what is the potential of that company. Next slide. So how do you ensure when it's your turn to pitch, someone has most likely just sat down after a pitch and gotten feedback? So how can you get people's attention anew? And that is, of course, to say something catchy in the beginning. And I would suggest that is always the problem you're solving, and maybe the size of that problem and how big the market is. That will make people listen. In the middle, you will, of course, need to cover all those other details. And there, of course, the attention span of the audience will be mixed. They'll maybe be looking somewhere around in the room, and because it is a lot of presentations they need to look at. But then again, remember, when you're closing or close to closing, what can you say in order for them to remember you? To make sure that you are the company they go speak to afterwards in a one-to-one meeting, or just want to meet with you. And that could be summarizing your introduction. So always keep that in mind when you're building your pitch deck. And I think this is something that all the coaches are actually also going to focus on today when giving you the feedback. So I think that was all from me. The last slide, Ina.
I think so too.
Yes. It was. I wish you a fantastic academy, and I'm so looking forward to seeing all of you in Aarhus in May. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. I'm sure that this presentation is really helpful for the people. And now I will explain you the agenda for the breakout sessions, in which breakout room we will start with a short introduction by our coaches. I'm sure that you will be impressed with the people who are part of the coaching. Then we will continue with the presenting companies. Each presenting company will have 20 minutes. 1 minute for elevator pitch. No slides are needed for it. 2 minutes for feedback by the coaches for the elevator pitch. And then we will invite you to share your screen with your presentation. It should take 7 minutes. My colleague in the breakout room will inform you when you have only 1 minute left until the end. And if you are out of time, you will see again a red pop-up on your screen, out of time. Then I will kindly ask you to finish your last sentence. So we will be able to give the floor to coaches for their feedback and recommendations. We will have 10 minutes for this. Meantime, I will ask also the coaches to write their feedback, recommendations, notes in the chat. So my colleague in the room will know who of the coaches to be invited first to speak. If you don't have enough time for all your questions, recommendations, feedback, you are very welcome to continue the communication in the chat. So thank you very much for this. We should respect the time. As I told you at the beginning, we should be strict with the timing. And I will be very thankful if you are able to do so. Now, here is the distribution for the sessions. I will open the breakout rooms. And if you have any questions, you can ask my colleagues in the rooms or just come back to the main room. You should already see a pop-up on your screen to join your breakout room. Anya, you are not assigned. I will check in which session you are. So
I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, because there was some changes and I was looking in the.
Oh yeah, you are for tomorrow. Sorry.
I think maybe I looked at the old agenda this morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Anya, if you want,
Yeah.
I think that there is a possibility to join in session 3 because we have only 4 companies there.
That would be better because I'm here already.
Okay, I will just leave it for the last one so I can explain this to my colleague.
Okay.
Okay.
What should I do now?
Just wait a minute. Okay, Manuel, I will just check.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
I don't see the, okay, thank you.
Okay, you are in session 3 too.
Yes.
Okay,
see you.
See you later. Christina?
Yes.
Do you have any information in which session? I will check.
I think I will be listening into the wastewater session, just be listening in.
Wastewater. Okay, if you want, I will send you there. This is session 3.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you later. Hendrik, I will check in your session you are.
Oh.
You are in session 1.
Yes.
Okay, see you later.
Seems I'm still here.
I will just send you in session 3 and then I will send the message to my colleague. Karen, I will check where you are.
I'm in session 3 as well, water supply and
Oh.
wastewater. Yeah,
Okay, great.
awesome.
See you later.
Thanks.
Dorte, do you want to be in any of the sessions?
I think
Great. So thank you very much for joining these sessions. I hope that they were very useful and helpful for you, so they can help you to prepare even better for the on-site event. Here are some next steps which are in front of us. Please provide your slide deck. You will have enough time to improve it by 14th of May in PDF or PowerPoint format. Please send it to my colleague Jamie or to me. It's not a problem. We will inform you when it is received. Please be informed that we will try to open the one-to-one meeting service today. You will receive a separate email for this and with detailed instructions how to schedule the one-to-one meetings. If we don't succeed to make it today, we will send it tomorrow morning. And please be informed that you should confirm who will be the main representative of your organization as soon as possible. If you would like to have a second representative of your company, he or she should register him or herself via the website of the event with 50% discount. So the event fee will be 400 euro. Which includes the reception and the on-site event. Something else, the distribution for the on-site event is already uploaded on the website of the event. Still, we are making some changes, but you can already go and check. And if you have any other preferences, you can let me know. Now, I would like to ask you to fill a short feedback survey. Where you will mark your preferences for the session, and of course, if you can let us know how we can even improve these sessions. Do you see it on your screens?
Yes.
Okay, meantime, our team is on the screen, so you can ask your questions to all of us. And of course, if you have any other preferences, you can let us know. And for the coaches, as you were in sessions which finished earlier because some of the participants weren't able to join, if you want, we are still having one running session. It is industrial. So if you want, I can move you to this session to listen to the other presenting companies.
I'm fine. I'll head off now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for joining and for
Thank
your
you.
kind support to the program. I'm sure that the people are very happy with the feedback.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Karen,
you.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Have a nice day.
On the 21st of May, is there dinner after the reception?
The dinner is only for the partners and the investors.
Okay,
So
so
the
it's
reception
not
is
like
for,
last year.
yeah, the reception is